So I am trying to cut ties with my weed dealer, not because I'm trying to get off weed, I just think he's bad at his job. First of all, do you realize how bad a drug dealer you have to be for a 23-year-old stoner to go, man, that's really unprofessional. You just lost a customer. This is poor service. I'm like the Karen of buying drugs. He doesn't have a manager, but if he did, I would have some shit to say. He's 40 minutes late every time I see him. The last bag I got was mostly stems, and every time I have to wait for him, I have to wait at the most miserable place in London, Wetherspoons. I fucking hate Wetherspoons. It's not worth eventually getting high for, and it's not worth the cheap beer. It's the most miserable place on earth. It's like Disneyland for people who have given up on life. Where hope goes to die and dads go to buy cigarettes. I don't want to say what neighborhood I go to because I don't want to get stabbed, but like we'll just call it Camberwell, I guess. I am a registered bisexual. That's right, I am better than you. I love being bi. It's a great experience. Your dating pool widens, you get to meet new and interesting people. Porn becomes 50% more interesting. I personally have never really cared for lesbian porn though, because I don't really find it relatable. I don't know about you, but I can't come if I'm not feeling represented. I honestly don't understand why it appeals to straight men so much. Like, they don't want you. Like, I don't know about you, but not being appealing to someone is kind of a turnoff for me. You can't mentally insert yourself into that situation or physically insert yourself into those people. It's not going to happen. So I have a girlfriend, which you wouldn't get from everything you've just heard me say so far. Strap in, it's going to get worse. But yeah, we have a really good relationship. She's South African, I am American, so we immediately hit it off over white guilt. Which is what I assume it's like to date while British. She is bi as well, and that is the perfect relationship dynamic, because if you ever get caught looking at someone else, they will join in with you and you can judge people together. I call it couples ogling. It's really fun. If any of you want to join our polypool, just meet me after the show and talk. The only problem is that when we're in public together, we look quite straight, and we don't believe in that. So the last time we were here, I basically had to go, just don't sit too close to me. I was kind of, who are you? Flirt with some women. Women, am I right? We have been together for 1.5 years now. We have a really great relationship. How great is our relationship? Well, according to her, my head game is a 7 out of 10. Look, that's not perfect, I know, but you know what else is a 7 out of 10? Zoolander, and I fucking love that movie. Okay, I was really hoping people would get that Zoolander reference. That this is a win for me. You know what? It means it's not perfect, but there is room for an improvement. You know what? I don't think that's my girlfriend making fun of me. I think that is constructive fucking criticism. And that is the foundation that all great relationships are built on. So surprisingly to no one, this has been my first relationship. And so, yeah, I know, right? I thank you for that. Oh, I really needed that. So prior to her, my sexual frustration had basically reached the same level of chronic as my back pain. And it resulted in these fantasies where I get fucked by a chiropractor. So the way it plays out is basically he unfucks my back, which is a bigger priority to me than sex, honestly. And basically, in typical 80s porn fashion, I get to go like, oh, however shall I thank you? And then he would say with money, because that's how transactions work. But I'm 23 and I live in London, so we'd have to find some workaround. And basically, what would happen is, well, there's no good way of saying this, but he would basically fuck me so hard that I get back problems again. And so he can straighten them out, and then we can just have that cycle on loop forever. So my parents watch all of my sets, and that's the end of the bit. Thank you.